Hey third year, and welcome to week 9 of your home learning. What we're going to do today is we are going to look at balancing equations. So over the past couple of weeks, you've been revising how to write a chemical formula. And then last week, you were looking at gram formula mass of different compounds. What we're doing today is looking at chemical equations and learning what a balanced equation is and how we balance an equation. Okay, so go through what you're doing today. So lesson 1, task 1, you have to do a lesson starter. On the Teams post, there is a worksheet linked called Lesson Starter. Just got some practice of writing formula and some practice of doing the calculations of formula mass that you were doing last week. I will go over those answers in the new content video in task 2. Okay, so that way you can mark your answers. Lesson 1, I should say 1, task 2, is to watch the video where I explain what a balanced equation is. Please have your notes jotter ready. We will be writing a short note about balancing equations and doing a few examples in our notes. The best way to learn how to do these is just to do them. So doing some practice examples in our notes will be really useful. In that video, I will use this simulation to help explain what a balanced equation is. So feel free, if you've got a spare bit of time at some point, to go have a look at that and play around with it and make sure that you really understand what a balanced equation is. Okay. Once you've done that, then you take a break, take a short break, and then move on to the second lesson. First part of the second lesson is to do some practice balancing equations. Okay, there is a worksheet that is there with 4 examples of balancing equations, and then 4 complicated examples of turning a sentence into a word equation, then a chemical equation, then a balanced chemical equation. Okay, you will have done that in your notes, so don't worry about that. Okay, the answer sheet is there, so I have provided the answers to the questions. It is infinitely better if you do the questions first and then check your answers. We're not checking these. This is simply for you to practice, so that when you go do the forms quiz in the next task, you have enough practice that you're able to demonstrate that you've understood how to balance an equation. Okay. Speaking of which, lesson 2, task 2, there is a forms quiz that is linked in your Show My Homework post. Can you complete that quiz? Let me show you what I mean by the forms quiz and how to complete it. So you will see something that looks like this, balance equations. This is for my 3E class. Their post is already up on Show My Homework, so that's why I'm using this quiz. Please balance these equations on paper and then put your numbers here in the quiz. Okay, so first question, balance the following equation. You have this equation on a bit of paper. Can you balance that? Okay, I know you don't understand what a balanced equation is yet. That's fine. I'm just explaining how to do this quiz. If you end up with a number before any of these molecules, then you input it here. So if there's a number before P4, put it here. There's a number before O2, a number here. If in your balanced equation there is no number, you've just left it as it is, put a dash. Okay. If a dash is the correct answer, if there's no number there, a dash will come up as the correct answer. Okay. That is how these work. There's 2. Once you've done the first one, go to next. Oh, okay. Let me just put 1 for every one of them. Okay, and then the second one is to balance that equation. Okay, there's only 2, but it's just to make sure that we can check how well we are doing at balanced equations. Okay, let me go back here. Make sure you do this at some point. This is your attendance check for today, is the forms quiz. So even if we get to the Kahoot, which is task 3 at 2:25, I would be suggesting about 2:10 for the 3E and 3F columns, you would be looking at the forms quiz, and about 5 to 11 for the 3H column, looking at doing the forms quiz. Okay, just to make sure that that is done. Okay, we are doing a Kahoot on a live, so 3E, Mrs. Smith will do that with you. 3F and 3H, I will be on the Kahoot with you. Please have a second device ready so that you can join in the Kahoot. If you don't have a second device, you've just got your laptop or something, you can screen share. It just makes it slightly a bit awkward, but it's entirely possible, so don't worry, okay? Hope you have a good lesson. Remember to ask at any point if you need help. One of us will be on Teams, either Mrs. Smith or myself. Remember, you can comment on the Show My Homework post and your class teacher will get back to you. Email any of the chemistry teachers. Doesn't even matter if you're in Miss Ballantyne's class. Email Mrs. Smith or myself. We will get back to you. We want to help you as much as we can. Okay? Don't sit there, struggle. Ask away. Okay? Have a good day, third year. Enjoy the lesson, and I shall see you at some point soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.